We've all heard a child say, "I don't want to study," or "Why do I have to learn this?" And as adults, whether we are parents, teachers, or guardians, we often wonder, how do I inspire this child to truly want to learn? So today's episode of Learning Beyond Borders, we dive deep into how motivation works for children, why forcing them doesn't work, and what you can do to spark that natural curiosity and inner drive that every child is born with. Now, this isn't about grades, it's about growing a lifelong learner. So, let's dive into this segment. Children are naturally curious. Now, watch a toddler exploring a park or a 5-year-old asking endless why questions. They want to understand the world around them. But something often happens as they grow older. That curiosity dims. Why? Because somewhere along the line, learning became a chore. It became associated with pressure, correction, and performance. Children begin to learn not for the joy of discovery, but one out of fear of failure or to gain approval. So, to reignite their motivation, we must return to the root of curiosity. Let them ask questions. Let them explore topics that interest them, even if it's dinosaurs, space, trains, or why ants walk in lines. Curiosity leads to engagement, and engagement leads to real learning. So our job is not to force the child into a mold, but to protect the flame of curiosity that already lives inside them. So think about it. Would you be motivated to try something new if you were constantly criticized or compared to others? Neither would a child. Now, children thrive in environments where they feel safe to make mistakes, express thoughts, and be themselves. When learning becomes a space where failure is seen as feedback, not shame, they begin to enjoy the process. That's when motivation starts to grow. So instead of asking, "Why didn't you get full marks?" ask, "What did you enjoy learning?" Instead of saying, "You need to try harder," say, "I'm proud of how you didn't give up." See, language matters. A child who feels seen, heard, and encouraged will naturally want to keep learning. Make your home or classroom a place where effort is celebrated more than results. That's how you build confidence, and confidence fuels motivation.
Children often disengage because they don't see the point of what they're learning. Telling them to study because it's important doesn't work. We need to connect learning to meaning. So ask them, what do you love? If a child loves animals, show them how reading can help them learn more about wildlife. If they love video games, explain how math and coding are behind the games they enjoy. If they love talking, show them the power of language and storytelling. So when a child sees how learning connects to their world, their interests, their dreams, they stop seeing it as a burden. It becomes a bridge to their passion. Learn to give children ownership over their learning. Let them set small goals. Let them choose a book or a project. When they have a reason, they'll have the motivation.
So, motivation isn't just about emotion, it's about rhythm. See, children flourish when they have a predictable routine, a consistent learning time, a cozy reading corner, or even a 15-minute daily challenge can do wonders. But here's the balance: structure without pressure. Include freedom. Give them choices. Let them feel that they have control over how they learn when possible. And never underestimate the power of play. You see, learning disguised as fun is the most powerful kind. Turn maths into puzzles. Turn writing into comic book making. Turn science into kitchen experiments. So the more fun and autonomy the child has or experiences, the more naturally motivated they will become. Children don't just learn from instruction, they learn by observation. So if you as a parent or guardian and they see you excited about learning, reading, or exploring new ideas, they'll absorb that energy. So talk about what you have learned. Read books beside them. Ask them what they think. Make your home or classroom a place where ideas are celebrated. Remember this, inspiration is contagious. A child inspired by your energy will mirror it. Now, also believe in them loudly and consistently. say things like, "You are a problem solver, you think deeply, you are great at learning new things." Now, these words shape identity. When a child sees themselves as a learner, they will act like one. Motivating a child doesn't require fancy tools or perfect conditions. It requires a connection. It requires patience, and above all, it requires love. So your job isn't to pressure them into learning, it's to invite them into a world where learning feels like magic again. So today, whether you are a parent, a teacher, or just someone who cares, look at the child in front of you not as a student to fix, but as a learner to ignite. Their spark is already there. Help them believe in it. Because once a child discovers the joy of learning, they carry it for life. Rochford's Education and EdQuest International School are proud to be the #1 IGCSE specialist in Ipoh and the city's first international boutique school offering personalized learning, modular exams, and real success in a world that is constantly changing.